All right, cool. This is I'm J-Nick, and this is Mazzy. This is 100% Deathless with BreadForBrunch, the world record holder. So I guess a little history about this run. It's been held by Dragon Dark for a very, very long time. I think it's what, like 12 years?
Indeed. Yeah, I think he got the world record from Red Scarlet in 2006. So it held up for about it was a world recorder for about 12 years, and the time that he had the last world record was 44:25, if I recall correctly, and it held for about a year and a half.
And then BreadForBrunch pretty much just got started on it and has really taken it down.
Yeah.
Just going for it. So we're going to go ahead and give him the okay and get started.
Yep. We're going to wish good luck to Mr. BreadForBrunch, or Terrifying Bridge, as he's known on Twitch. You can call it. We're just going to call him Bridge, I think, for the rest of the run.
So he's going to get started here in a second, and yeah, enjoy some Hundo Deathless.
It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna wish him, of course, good luck at the beginning, because yeah, he's gonna need some. We're gonna point out where and why. And there's the yeah, for this run, Bridge here. I really work on that category for about, I would say, maybe 8 or 9 months. And he really put a lot of effort there. We thought, like, for a while, nobody thought that the last world record would be beat or anything, but yeah, there's a lot of action going on. He did, like, really put a lot of time and effort in the this category.
Yeah, and the one thing to really note about this is he doesn't have an EverDrive or anything, so he's running on actual hardware and just repeats a run over and over and over, whether it's a good run or a bad run. It's just the way, it's just what he has, so that's how he goes through it.
No save state, indeed. That's incredible. I don't think I could live without my EverDrive, so...
Well, I know a thing or two about not having the EverDrive, but now that I have one, yeah, I completely agree. It's kind of a must-have, but he doesn't have one, so...
Yeah, when you're starting with the, you know, you're doing it the harder way after that, it's... So for the beginning here, there's not much to talk about. He's going on his way. So for this run, we need to collect a lot of stuff. It's the 100%. So there's 21 pack of missile. There's the screw attack. There's gonna be various suits, the bombs, 2 ice beam, wave beam. What else? The eye jump. I think that's pretty much it. Killing 2 bosses. There's gonna be Ridley and Kraid, and yeah, so we're gonna walk around. Mostly this run, it's gonna be a lot of getting the missile pack, and we're gonna go get our first one right now. And we need this one. It's gonna be to break the door for the ice beam, the force ice beam we're gonna get.
Mazzy, you did forget about the best beam, the long beam.
Oh yeah, that's true. How can I forget about the long beam? And there we go. So I think that was pretty decent here, about 143.
Yeah, that's really what it looked
like. Bridge here is, I think, this is world record holder for missile time as well. I think he's doing like a 141 or something. That is way faster than anyone else that I saw doing this part. Maybe you, Nick, you can tackle him, but except for that,
I still got a ways to go. I'm about a 144, 145. So yeah, I got to cut some seconds off somewhere.
Yeah, we can say that Bridge played that part kind of a lot, because when you're doing so, yeah, we're gonna see there's gonna be missile luck, and until the bomb split. Usually when you're getting a really high level, you're gonna have to reset quite a lot. Like, yeah, we're talking about maybe, you know, one run going every, like, I don't know, 40 or 45 minutes or so, depending on how picky you are.
Yeah, the missile luck can really kill a run. But the good thing about that is it's still pretty early in the run. You know, it's just about 5.5 minutes, depending on where you're at. So pretty early reset point. So nothing to really worry about too much.
So here we're gonna see our first rep is gonna be here. Usually you need the bombs to get, you know, you're gonna break the block. But now with the door clip in Metroid, what you're gonna do, you're gonna stuck yourself into a door. You're gonna press either down and up, or, you know, down and A, and you're gonna see little Samus here that she's gonna go through you know, the ceiling and go back, wrap up the at the edge of the screen. There we go. So pretty good time here for the missile, and now it's time for the RNG. So cross your finger, and you know.
So
spam your the air Metroid runner.
Spam some bless RNG for Bread here. Hopefully we can get the missiles quick.
Yeah, speaking about RNG, like these little flies here, they're RNG as well. They can. You start with 30 of life. You can get 3 hits, and these little fly, because you're trying some deboost to get there faster, so they can really mess you up. And now, but for life, so after we're gonna get the first E-tank now, and there we go. For the next, you know, for the rest of the run at this point, life is not supposed to be a matter. It's more gonna be about soft locking or, you know, wraps and stuff. So.
So it looks like we've already got 1 missile.
Yeah.
We're a third of the way there. A missile pack.
Yeah,
is
there we go. We need
missiles.
So when you're getting a drop of missile, it's gonna give you 2. You can carry 5, so you need 3 drops, and there's 1 missile that you can use, you know, on an enemy to trying to kill him faster. And so here he's gonna pick up the life, but it's not because he needs to. It's because the little spiky guy that you're seeing at the beginning here, if he doesn't take the drop, this guy is not gonna be there. And we got 2 already, so pretty good.
Right, so just 1 more.
There we go, last one. And in this, so he's gonna kill a lot of enemies. If he doesn't get the missile after a while, the number of missile you can get or drop in a room is low.
There we go.
There we go, nice.
No worries,
but it's luck. Yeah, that's pretty damn good actually. It's luck when you enter in a room. So if you're, you know, you can have like 3 drops or something or 0, and you would need to go in and out of the room to reset that thing. So now we're gonna be on our way to get the second E-tank of the run.
Yeah, first we got to get up this climb here. It's the Ripper climb, so we're gonna freeze a bunch of these Rippers and make our way up here.
There we go. So yeah, just with the ice beam, we should be okay to make our way there. And boom, boom, et voila. So here, this is one of my favorite, you know, section to do in a game. I don't know. Usually it's because when you get there, it seems that you're gonna have some, you had some luck and you're able to maybe continue a run. There's gonna be like in this run, it's really about, you know, small details, bomb, and you know, you're trying to save frames and stuff. It's because it's a long run. It's really about movement and stuff. We're gonna see some the second wraps too pretty soon. And before we go into it, that wrap is gonna do a version that was not made before, and it was made not too long ago by Mr. Aurorax Felic. It's gonna go, instead of we used to wrap on the left, now he's gonna wrap on the right here. He's gonna wrap twice out of the other screen, walk a little bit, he's gonna jump and jump again. So, and there we go. Now he's gonna wrap to the to get the various suit.
So how much faster is that wrap? Because I personally don't use that one. That one's still pretty new to me. So
my wrap really, like, I was doing the left side and I was really bad at it, to be honest. So when I first did that one, I think I got my split by about maybe 3 seconds or so. I think this way to do the wrap is still slower than the bomb. Like if you get perfect bomb jump, that's but it's way less. You know, the bomb jumps are way less consistent. So this one is really like is the way to go, I would say. And by the way, guys, you can correct us. I'm sure there's some runner in the chat. You know, I run this game a little bit, but for you know, knowledge-wise, I'm not the expert here. But you know, am I gonna say something that is bogus along the way?
I wouldn't worry about it too much, Mazzy. You've ran it a lot, so.
Yeah, still. So yeah, this is gonna be the end of this section, and we're gonna on our way to Norfair now.
Yeah, which is definitely the longest part of the run. It's pretty big, expansive area with lots of items to collect. We'll be spending a lot of time there.
I think the first when you start running Metroid Ondo, the first, you know, I would say thing you need to do and you have to is to learn where to go actually, because everything look alike in this game is crazy. Like they reuse a lot of those things and everything is hidden. It's like it's not really, there's no, you know, indication or anything, and there's so much room that it's gonna lead you to nowhere. And you know, they're just like useless room. Even in the like the Ondo, I think you're gonna visit like what, maybe 60% of the game. The rest is just like room without anything in them.
Yeah, it's
like,
a lot of the map is just there to troll you.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why this game is so, you know, so hard when you play it casually.
So here we are at Norfair.
We're gonna have the little enemy here. There's gonna be the what is their name? I don't know about these guys.
I honestly can't even remember.
Like there's, you know, there's name usually for Metroid. Like I don't think there's a lot of runner or calling them for, you know, with their actual name. It's just like shooting pits for me.
Yeah, it looks like a purple guy to me. That's about as far as I got.
So here a little missile to trying to optimize because, you know, when you're bombing like that, it's gonna take some time. So you're gonna have to use your missile and deboost your way out of, you know, enemies and stuff.
And that's the good thing about Hundo. The good thing about Hundo, you have so many E-tanks, you know, the deboosts. You can really utilize a lot of deboosting in this game, or in this category.
I need to. This is so yeah. You're gonna see Bridge take a lot of damage into, and you know, hits and stuff. And I mean, this is, you know, totally on purpose for just the just to save time, or you know, trying to make a way his way a little bit easier.
So Mazzy, you wanna talk about this wrap, because it's a little different than what we're used to.
So he's gonna use here, he's gonna wrap here. There's 3 ways to do that wrap. The beginner way, he's gonna do the task, the trash option here. So he's gonna fall down here. Not exactly sure what he's doing. I can't really comment there, but I just want to. I think there we go. He got it. That's beautiful. So that's really freaking hard to do. And Bridge incorporated this one into the run. It was really worried because, well, you can soft lock here, and usually we're doing, you know, a way that is more easier than that. But that's the task strats that usually they're doing. And then Bridge is the one who put this one into the run and try to incorporate it to. It's about, I think it was about 6 to 8 seconds time save.
Yeah, because you're cutting out. You're cutting out 2 door transitions. So the first door transition to get into the room, and then to come back to the hallway. So you know, it's probably what, like 5 seconds for every door transition.
About 4 or 5. It's really, so this is where the time save is, and it's really, really cool that you know, that help. I don't even know if he's doing it in his wall record, but you know, I think Bridge is trying to push for the sub 44, and you know, every second's count now, and every frame, you need every frame at this point. I would say like this run for Ondo when you're playing, I would say it's about, like, I like to call it, you know, small time save, big time loss, pretty much. That's what you're doing when you're playing that. There's so much, you need to be on cue and, you know, really good for about 45 minutes straight.
Yeah, and it's very easy, you know, very, very easy for something to go wrong quick.
Yeah, you can
goes.
So here we're gonna see Bridge is gonna go get, at this point it's the wave beam, I think. We're ready.
Yeah.
I think So it's gonna be go get the wave beam, and we're gonna go get the lonely missile on the right side here. Yeah,
so the wave beam is the absolute worst item in the game. I mean, next to the long beam. I mean, sorry, the long beam is best beam, but wave beam is absolutely awful. It completely lags the game like crazy because of how many bullets it puts on the screen. And, you know, one thing to note, and hopefully it doesn't happen to Bridge, but if you get too close to a door and you try to shoot it, it actually won't shoot the door.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to turn around and, you know, shoot it again. That's a mistake that, you know, I usually, I did a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure I do it a lot too.
Yeah, so
he's trying to do a bomb jump so he can do a block clip. There we go. Yeah, there we go.
Cool. I actually never saw that one, so we're gonna see in the game a lot of block clips, and that was pretty cool. So for the block clips, you need a block that is gonna be just one block. There's not gonna be any ceiling or anything, and you're gonna jump, and it's not sub-pixel based. It is actually frame based. So.
And one thing to note about the wave beam is, in this specific section, you can see it happening right there, is you can only have 10 blocks destroyed at one time on the screen. And so he was trying to shoot the blocks there, but there were already 10, so there was nothing he could do until wait for the others to respawn. So that's another issue that the wave beam, because it takes up so much area because it's waving across the screen, it can hit more blocks than you're actually wanting it to.
There we go. So for this part, you're seeing a bridge is gonna go through the lava. It's actually, you know, the fastest way for a lot of these rooms just to go. Because when you jump in the air, it's like when we're talking about movement, it's gonna be slower than just walking or, you know, doing your stuff. So you want to jump as, you know, less, being in the air as less as possible.
That's right. So Bridge is really good at this category. He spent a lot of time running it. As you saw with that block clip that Massey hasn't even seen, you know, he's incorporating new strats that have just recently been created. So, you know, there's more props to him.
For this, that's the thing with, you know, Undo for Metroid. It's been, you know, I wouldn't say stuck in the mod, but, you know, it didn't change for a long time. And in the last year for, and Metroid, you know, regular Metroid as well, for all the categories, there was a lot of people joining, a lot of hype. When we saw McFly on GDQ, you know, there was the summoning Salt while we record progression videos. So a lot of new people are getting into the game and looking at it with, you know, a new eye and, you know, trying to make things different. And they're coming with like a lot of original stuff and really, you know, just cool thing. One other thing, you know, we're talking about the RNG at the beginning for Missile, but there's the, you know, there's the long-term RNG Missile, I would say, in the game that you kind of want to get, you know, if you're getting more beam, you're gonna be able to, you know, add more for Ridley and that kind of stuff. And
right, and that's pretty much prevalent in every single category. You're gonna have some sort of missile RNG no matter what. And of course, the other categories, it's mostly at Mother Brain. I mean, that's where you need the missiles.
But for this one, yeah, it's like, it's longer. So we were talking about block clip, and that was just freaking beautiful.
Yeah. I've never been able to do it that fast, so I'm totally jealous.
Bridge just passed like butter through that thing. That was amazing. This is really, you know, usually when you start this game, you're gonna try and you're gonna struggle a little bit. It's gonna take you a couple of tries. You know, just getting there, like, these are little, you know, optimization, but that thing can cost you those blocks, you know, 3 or 4 seconds, and if you only get like 15 seconds on your, you know, you save already. These are a little thing that you need to be on point, and, you know, if I want to get a time like this.
Yeah, so the next item we got here is the screw attack, which can pretty much act like the wave beam and lag the game. Another key point here to watch out for is that your invincibility by using it can just sometimes cut off. So you can be in midair, screw attack is full force, get hit by a ball, like in this room, for example, and just fall.
Yeah, there's, well, you know, that's pretty much, that's your worst enemy into that category, I would say. It's pretty much slag. So you need to be able to manage it pretty, like, after that, like, for 45 minutes straight run, I mean, it's gonna help you a ton if you're really good. And those little optimization, you know, when you start, like, the way that Bridge is breaking the block, like, these are loads of time save, but it add up at the end. So, you know, that's why you're seeing, like, sometimes you're gonna watch people getting a 44 something, and you get like, I don't know, you're 3 minutes, 4 minutes slower, and you're like, I don't realize what he's doing different, but it's just, you know, those little things that are on point.
Yeah, to your point, it's a lot of small optimizations, like we saw in that last room. He just damage boosted through one enemy and bounced off another one just to propel himself forward a little bit more.
So now we're gonna get the E tank here, the third one, and there's gonna be a really interesting, there's gonna be a wrap here to get the to the eye jump or the eye boots, and you're gonna see, so Bree's gonna wrap, you know, from up to down, from down to up here on the next section. He's gonna have to jump on a platform and wrap up the game to, you know, at the because the game's gonna be kind of locked, so you need to be really high into the screen to make it, you know, I would say go back on track again.
And he gets it first try. Again, I'm super jealous of him.
So there we go, and you know. So
one thing to note right there, he only had 5 missiles, so if he missed that door, he was going to be in trouble. So that was great.
That was kind of clutch.
I know I've done that in a run before.
Oh yeah, and seriously, like when you're, you know, it's really hard to farm missile at this point. Like to get there, like these enemies and stuff. I mean, it would take. If you need to farm again, it can cost you about 3 minutes at the very least. So.
And if I remember correctly, that's the last part where he's actually dependent on missiles. From here on out, he should be perfectly fine with missiles. Because here we are going to Ridley's hideout, or Hideout 2, I believe it's called.
Yeah, I think I just call it Ridley's lair. So.
Yeah, I do too. I don't know. I don't care about the name Hideout 1 and 2.
But yeah, we're going to we're gonna go to Ridley a chilling place, and he's gonna go get, you know, we're gonna go on left. He doesn't have a missile. There's gonna be a red door, but he's gonna get a pack of missile on the way. So yeah, and there's gonna be in this place. It's gonna be long corridors, and you know, a lot of enemies and debuffs in the fly.
Yeah, there are an awful lot of enemies in Ridley's lair. So lots of debuffs to see here.
So yeah, these long hallways, and there's gonna be after Ridley, there's gonna be one that is really far away that you need to go through. Pretty much do the you run half of the map, you get a missile, and then you have to run it, you know, half the way to the halfway again. So you're doing the whole map basically on foot. I think people were trying to find a way to, you know, clip and trying to get that missile without, you know, trying to cut off a little bit of walking, but so far nobody came up with anything, unfortunately. And
I'm sure someone will come up with something.
I don't know. That's the cool thing about this game is you look at with the because you know all the categories, you know, there's different clips and stuff, and you know it's just like in any percent all bosses, it's just like you have different goal, different, you know, I would say restraint or, you know, objective. So it's just how are you gonna make your way to, you know, to get there the fastest as you can. And so the real cool thing about this game, I would say, is the engine. It's really the way the game works, the way the game's gonna react when you're, you know, going, because it's not just, you know, as simple as going up and down, and you know there's a lot of small details that doesn't show at the beginning, but you know.
Oh, and he almost got the bomb jump there.
There we go. So yeah, we're gonna get the little E-tank.
Yeah, so I remember this room. This room as a kid.
Go for it.
I was just saying, this room as a kid, just falling straight down and just being so disappointed in yourself.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of it's not obvious, but you know, if you played a little bit of Castlevania or, you know, these kind of game, like you're seeing that E-tank waiting for you, you're like, oh, there's something fishy about that guy.
Yeah, so right there, he did an unmorph jump. You can jump from that platform to the right side, but I believe Bridge said it was like a 2-frame window, and there's no real good audio or visual cue for that. So honestly,
it's not worth it.
It's too risky. It's too risky.
Yeah, we were talking about the engine, so that little, you know, delayed jump, or you know, when you morph and jump again, it's so helpful, especially against Mother Brain. Now we're on our way to the last room before Mr. Ridley. If I don't want to spoil anything, but if you never saw Metroid 1 and Ridley into that game, you know, it's not as, you know, I would say intimidating as the other game. Yeah,
it's pretty sad fight.
Oh well, he's doing his best, man. There we go. So now in this category, yeah. So Bridge here just jumped through the through Ridley with using the his you know, screw attack with the invincibility. You just get on his left, and you know you're good to go. Ooh, he's gonna use here a little bump to squeeze himself through the door. We need to go left. We're gonna get the 50 tank of the run. So yeah, one more, you know, this room for lag wise is you know, a good example.
Yeah, so I believe there's only one more missile to collect in all of Ridley's lair.
Yeah, after that we're gonna get the hell out of this place.
And of course it's way out of the way.
Oh yeah, this one is just, that's why they wanted to find, you know, a way to get that thing earlier, because it's just like, it's all alone, that poor little guy. But you know, we need all of them, so you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, we're coming up to my favorite room whenever I'm running this game.
Oh, do it.
The good old ballroom here.
Yeah, there you go. Purple Ballroom Blitz. So in this one, when you're doing all bosses, I would say that one is the scariest thing in the world.
Yeah, it's very scary because you just don't have the energy to go through it. So, but luckily in Hundo, we've got plenty of energy, plenty of missiles. We've got the screw attack. Nothing's gonna stop us. There
you go. Just need these ball with your, you know, just jumps right in it and you're good. Now we're gonna wait for the last missile. So what do you think about the music of the Ridley's lair?
In my opinion, it's probably the worst track in the game.
Kind of.
I mean, it's so repetitive, but it's still a pretty good track. It really gets the mood going, but it's still a really good track. But
yeah, there we go. It's the Metroid was, you know, the MBS that all the tracks are creating is really awesome. But I have to say this one, it gets a little old after a while.
Especially when you first starting to run the game and you just kind of get stuck here.
It's really, it does the job though. It's so intimidating, and you know, it's not pleasant. So if you were going to Ridley's lair, it will sound like a little bit like Yoshi's Island, or I don't know. With a little bit of bongo and stuff.
Now I'm just thinking of Yoshi's Island music with this area.
But yeah, so now Bridge got his little trusty missile, his good old pal. So now we need to go up and get the hell of this place. There's gonna be some, you know, these little pits with the flies that I don't know if they were meant to, you know. Later on in the game, in the Metroid Saga, they're, you know, kind of meant to farm. But that's one thing in Metroid they didn't do really well, unfortunately, is trying to farm into this game when you're low on life. It's kind of a pain. And usually you're gonna die in the process trying to get more life, fortunately.
Yeah, it's definitely got some, if you're just starting to play this game, it's definitely got some NES difficulty.
Yeah, absolutely. Ooh. So now we're going to Norfair 2. I would say when you're playing, when you're running this game, and I was saying like in Norfair 2, you need to figure out where the hell you're going. I think this is the case. You know, I needed Note for that category for, you know, just this part. Because you need to go up and down, left and right. All the rooms look alike. It's just like making your way through that thing. So there's going to be a couple of block clips as well. And yeah. We're gonna see some cool stuff.
Yeah, and if anyone is actually interested in running 100% Deathless, which is the category we're showcasing here, Bridge actually made a PowerPoint with slides.
Yeah, that is true.
And plenty of pictures, and he put some video tutorials on how to do some of the wraps. So if you're interested in that, you know, just go to speedrun.com and check out the resources for this game. It should still be there.
So now, Bridge here just did the same, you know, a block clip as did in the Norfair, but now you just need to do one because, you know, you can just miss all the rest, and since you got the high jump here, you can jump high enough to make your way through.
So right here is actually a really interesting route change from the easier route. So usually here you'll have the ice beam. But he's actually opting to go ahead and grab these couple missile packs over here. So what he's going to be doing is a ridiculously hard diagonal bomb jump. So hopefully he gets it the first try.
I didn't even know they changed the route. Nobody sent me the freaking memo.
Oh, look at that!
Oh, there you go. That's freaking beautiful.
That is amazing.
So that thing
hitting there.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna move a little bit to the left if you want to make yourself, and it's the same jump as the Jack the Ripper. If you ever saw any Deathless run for any person or all bosses, and it's frame perfect for the it's frame based on the jump, so it looks pretty easy. And you know, Bridge totally nailed it here, but it's actually, you know, when you're trying yourself, you're figuring out like, okay, well.
Yeah, that was absolutely beautiful. I hadn't actually seen him do it before, but he was describing it to me, so it was really nice to see him implement that in a run, and especially in a marathon setting.
Yeah, that's really awesome. We might gonna see another one. Well, we're gonna see another one. Pretty sure it's gonna go for it into Kraid's there when he's getting out at the very last part. Sorry.
Yeah, there's just a couple more items to pick up here. I think it's 5 missile packs and to grab the ice beam back, and unfortunately Subpixels are being very mean to him right now.
Yeah, there we go. So this is just, you know, you can make that jump, but in this game Subpixel are here to usually ruin your day when you're on a good pace, and they're doing some great job here. Yeah, so well, go for it, Nick, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, it looks like that first one gave him trouble, but he seemed to recover pretty nicely with the other ones.
So here it's pretty much the part of the game when I think the you know, it seems like the dev said like, well, you know, we kind of need to get that game out, so F that, we're just gonna put all the missile pack into one place.
I think it's more of a way to confuse you, make you go through the deep part of Norfair and just be like, yeah, you could have just gone over here, you know, what are you doing? Just another way for the developers to troll you.
Yeah, they were having fun into the when they were making that game. So there we go. We need 2 more beams, and there's gonna be the ice beam as well. So pop, pop, pop. We're good.
Yeah, luckily the best beam is last. So we'll talk about that when we get there.
Oh yeah.
So just a couple more missiles. There's 3 packs here.
There's these pack of missile are good for one thing is there's a category which is the 0 busters into Metroid, and so you need to go there without killing either Kraid and Ridley, which are giving you, you know, the missile you need. So when you're doing that category, you just, you know, get at this place and grab all these pack of missiles.
Have you actually ran low percent?
Low percent, no. 0 busters I did one because just based on, you know, RNG. Low percent is just, you know, gotta be a. There's only one man right now that made it. I think you know him. It's Mr. McFly.
Oh, McFly? I don't know if I've heard of him before.
I don't know. He's, you know, run for a little bit. He's okay. So now we got, well, we got pretty much everything because he grabbed those 2, you know, usually you would see a lot of people go back to get those little beam, those little 2 pack of missile, but no, Bridge is good, it's got everything. We're gonna go see our friend, our buddy Kraid now.
Yeah, so now it's just a little bit of traveling time, just try to reduce the lag as much as possible and use some of these unmorphed jumps to make life a little bit easier.
And you know, since like even if we got a lot of missile, usually, you know, you still gotta be careful not to use too much into your run, because if you're on a really good pace, like these guys are trying to make, I mean, you know, when you're at this level, you really don't want to put anything into, you know, lock, you know, into when you go into Thurian. You want to be there and ready to go straight up to Mother Brain Room. Exactly, and I would say that Bridge is pretty good about his missile management. I know I like to go a little crazy using missiles, but he's definitely got a hold on his count. Yeah, and there's a 75 and even more coming up into the next area, which is going to be our friend Kraid again. Exactly. Which is really shorter. Like, we are 32 minutes into the run. I mean, there's about maybe 10, maybe 13 minutes left to that run, about 10 to 15. So we're gonna see. Yeah, I mean, the big parts are there. There's still, you know, cool stuff, and there's still, you know, art stuff to do. But though the other parts are way, you know, shorter than the one we went through. And now, so Bridge just killed a turtle here, and that's not for no reason. There's always, you know, when you're killing the enemy, is gonna, in one place, is gonna affect, you know, other areas. So here is gonna be able to jump here, kill that guy. He's not gonna have any pinky. There's gonna be that guy, but he's able to get this guy here, so he can get the E-tank. If you don't kill him, there's gonna be too much enemy. This guy is not gonna pop, and you're gonna have to, you know, make your way, you know, find a way to make it pop or get it later.
All right, so here we go, almost at Kraid's lair, or Kraid,
yeah,
whatever you want to call him.
Here, yeah, when you're running, you know, sometimes you're gonna see people do clips here, but on those, since you got, you know, bombs and everything, it's just way faster to just bomb it and go the regular way than trying to glitch things out.
Yeah, so we're not gonna go for Kraid first off the bat. There's a couple of items to collect first.
Yeah, need to do the grocery.
Just make the big circle. So there's really not that many items here in Kraid's lair.
No. Couple, what do we got? About maybe 4 pack of missiles, something like that. There's no like 2 E-tanks.
Yeah, it's not too much.
Yeah, and pretty much everything is like kind of on the way. Unfortunately
for this run, we will not be seeing Fake Kraid. So
what? Oh my god. Waiting. I don't know. Maybe who knows? Maybe Bridge is gonna do. He's gonna see the guy sing a little hello. That will be cool. But
yeah, it looks like he's not going for it. So Fake Kraid is right below us in the corridor under us.
So now it's getting the missile. There's gonna be the last wrap of the run. And it's gonna be to get ourselves to go see the green guy.
So hopefully this wrap goes good. Sometimes when you do this wrap, you can get hit by an enemy, which can cause you to have to do the wrap an alternate way. So hopefully we won't get hit by that enemy. To me, it seems kind of random, but I'm not too sure about that. And it looks like we're not getting hit, so he just does the wrap. There we go.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
That's right.
So now we just need to bump here and go to the left. We're gonna go see second to last boss of the game. Well, mini bosses, I would say. And here, yeah, once you get, you know, all the stuff, it's a little bit easier to deal with that guy.
Yeah, he's quite the pushover.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, just,
you know,
you don't have to worry about bananas or needles. And now that the red door is gone and the Kraid's gone, getting that E-tank is so easy.
And there we go. So now there's gonna be. It's not over for this part. I don't think the warp is what is when you're running this game. What is you're concerned about? It's pretty much about this part that we're gonna see here. The climb, which with the blocks.
Yeah, this is my absolute least favorite part, and probably the only reason I don't really do mini Deathless runs.
We're gonna see Bridge here. So he's getting, oh my god, so he got hit by we're calling it the smoke monster. So you're going so fast here that you might gonna get hit by blocks that are recovering off screen down here. It's when you're breaking. We saw that Bridge usually is breaking 3 blocks. He break 4 once, and I saw that when you're breaking 4, there might be chances that you're gonna get hit by the the smoke monster. But that was it, you know, it was beautiful climb here. It's really, the way he's doing it is really cool.
Yeah, he recovered very nicely, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
So not too much left. I think we got a missile pack and an energy tank.
Just before that, there's gonna be the, I think it's gonna go for the bomb job that we were talking about and that we saw earlier.
So okay.
There should be another one here, I think. There we go. And we get it once. There you go. That's a shame, but you know, he's gonna make his way. I think
really
he's gonna try it again. I think, no, there we go. So he's gonna go with the try it once just to showcase it. So here, that's pretty much, you know, that's way easier to go on the left side, but you know, it's slower by, I think the bomb jump is going to save you about 3 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. So
that sounds about right.
If you missed it, I mean, you're not going to save any time. So it's really tough to do, and it's really late into the run, so it can be a little bit risky and a little bit.
Yeah, when you're at Bridges level, you know you got to find new ways to save time. So
yeah, you got
it's a really nice one.
Stuff. There we go. Last room for the for this one.
All right, so second to last item being collected, and there we go, the last missile. So
last missile back. Yeah, the only thing missing is gonna be well, the best one, the icing on the cake is gonna be a long beam.
And he made the jump there, so subpixels were nice again. So that's very good. So now it's just time to do a little bit of climbing and grab the long beam, and then go see what Mama Brain is up to.
Yep, there we go, Mama Brain. Shout out to Mr. Mitcha for this one. And as we are here, yeah, I think we can. There's a lot of people. I think for the Undo community. So Bridge, of course, we got the wall record. Some people are, I think we got Scotty in the chat here, is putting a lot of effort. Wall record order for Undo into Zero mission. So yeah, it's pushing, good times here as well. Shout out, we got Mitch 3A. Yeah, I don't think we talked about the Metroid community in general here, which is 48, the classing one. That's the only one I know, but we got. One of the people are really cool here. When you start running either, Ondo, any percent, alt bosses, whatever you like, people are really supportive. We got Orax here as well into the Ondo, of course. The man, Mr. Metroid McFly, which is, super helpful and really happy to help, your runners coming in. So, yeah, I probably forgot a bunch of people if you want to go, Nick, too.
Yeah, it's a very friendly community, and we're always welcoming to the newcomers. So it's a great place to be.
And I have to say, like, if you wanted to, Metroid has been for this game has been, really boiling for the last year. I would say, like, it's a lot of new people, a lot of newcomer. Leaderboards are getting tighter and tighter. I mean, those top 5, top 3. I mean, people are really putting up some great times. So kudos to everyone there. And also kudos to for Dragon Dark because I mean, he's been Mr. Metroid, Mr. Ondo for like so long and so many times. I mean, and he's on the Discord always helping people, and he just made so much improvement for that category. So you gotta respect the Mr. The man for that.
Yeah, so you never know, old DD might pick up the copy again and go for it.
Who knows? Because
So here we go into Torian.
Last part. So here, Brit need to use 20 more missiles, so he's gonna have 86. For this part, you need 73 bare minimum. So it's really, really minimum. You're gonna have 5 barrier. You're gonna need to use 8 missile for each barrier. If you're messing it up, they might gonna regenerate. So it's gonna be at the very least 8. So 84, 40 for those barrier, 33 for Mother Brain, and there we go. So I don't know. I don't think, I think Bridge is going to be good here. Might going to go for a drop. I don't know. I don't want to, there will be a little bit of a mid-trade. Oh no, we got grab. But he's going to be okay. He's got bombs and everything, so.
Yeah, there we go. So you got through it.
Everything, usually if you don't have the various suit here, is going to deal you 30 of damage. Since you get the various suits, so the Rinkas are 15, the Metroid are gonna just, suck up your energy, so they're not really counting. And Mother Brain, Mama Brain herself is gonna deal you 20 damage if you touch the glass and bump her. So it seems like Bridge, confident there is gonna be 13 missile, free missile to, if anything happen, which not gonna be the case. And
yeah, he's ran this so many times, he should be good.
Yeah, we're gonna have to say, like, in Metroid, in Ondo, I would say the when you're seeing people fight Mother Brain into the other categories, you got to be really careful because you don't have a lot of energy. You don't want to get tossed. You don't have a lot of missile resources. In this one, you kind of need to. You got various suit. You got 6E tank. You got a lot of everything. So you're trying to harvest all these items that you got through the run. At the best that you can. So taking damage and stuff. It's okay. There we go.
All right, so he's got plenty of missiles, so we should be good.
Yeah,
so
we should be okay.
Watch out for the SpaghettiOs here and freeze them.
Yeah. Yep. It's gonna be. Back. I think we're gonna let this one not to talk too much. Just gonna let Bridge do his thing.
There we go.
There we go.
With
that
one
was
missile to spare.
So yeah, I was really, at the end. So he could have, take out Mother Brain to just jump, but he could have missed one missile or two. He was, he had one free missile at the end, but there we go. So now it's only one thing left. The climb here, and we're gonna be good.
Yeah, and these little platforms are so small. It's very easy to bonk your head whenever you're doing these jumps.
Especially like when you're moving through the game with the eye jump, it's not easy. It's way easier, without the eye jump. Well, he fell here. I think it's still gonna be okay. Still got 800, Metroid seconds to go through. So there you go, GG to Brad. That was a big round. That was amazing.
Yeah. Very good, GG. I would kill for this time.
Dude, like almost a sub 45 into a run. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, that's really good.
GG to Bridge. Yeah. That beats my PB by a lot.
Yeah, if it beats your PB, it definitely beats my PB. So.
So here, nice to GG to Bridge. That was an amazing run. I don't know. I just came back from work when I jump in, so I think you're doing little interviews with the runners and stuff. So we're gonna let the place here. That was a pleasure, Nick.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, have a good one, everyone. And yeah, see you guys later on.
All right. That was BreadForBrunch with the original Metroid 100% Deathless. A very nice run. Got pretty exciting there in the end. Coming up next, we have Sloters 27 with Super Metroid 100% item collection.